was great. What I thought was really cool about the field house situation is, like you said, the track around it, and they had the basketball hoops down at the one end. Remember where just the basketball would fit through?
Oh, yeah.
And we shot those baskets so many times, free throws. But the field house was a rowdy place. When our fans came in, we knew that they were there. And they would make noise. There might have been only however many thousand there, but they would make noise like there was 20,000. So the fans were very supportive of here.
Wanda, thoughts on the field house?
I had fun in the field house. I was wilding out every time, so it didn't make no difference. They just let me be free, so being free inside the field house just made me feel free. That's why I scored a lot of points and grabbed a lot of rebounds.
As most of you know, she would grab the rebound and just go to the other end, not pass to anybody else. So I know you talked a little bit about Bruce coming to watch you and recruit you. What stood out about Drake, and what was the thing that really made you want to come to Drake and be a Bulldog?
At that time, I had like 150 different offers to go to school. And when Bruce and Carol flew up to Cleveland, they didn't say one thing about basketball. They talked about the importance of education, getting my degree, and Carol let me know that I can't play basketball all my life, but I do continue playing basketball, so she was wrong about that. But I do thank you, but the most important thing that they did stress was education. And through that whole period, I definitely studied for 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for Drake University.
Yeah. What do you think as you got here? What do you think as your career went on? What made you so successful?
I was wilding out. You know, they let me be myself. They never retained me as a basketball player. Like I told the coach today that at practice we did practice different types of plays, but the only play I can remember was running the press breaker. Other than that, she just let me be free. Let me be free to be who I am.
Let her run. Let her run. That's what we did. Laura, you hometown product, right here in Des Moines, at East High School, state champion. And so, did you follow Drake when you were growing up and you were in high school? And what made you think about coming to Drake to be a Bulldog?
Well, I didn't really follow it until I got into basketball, which was in really junior high and high school. And then Coach Baumgart, we kept coming to my games and track meetings and everything and trying to, recruit me. And she couldn't talk to me directly, so it was kind of cool. She Drake's awesome, you gotta come visit the team. So that's what she did. She brought me and we all had dinner that night around a big table, and I got to meet all the players, and they just made me feel at home. It was like a family instead of teams, and that's what I loved.
Jan, Iowa girl through and through, and so your thoughts and what your decision making was in the process of coming to Drake.
Well, I think Drake has always known exactly who it was, and it really always sold itself about the people. And I think that the coaching staff, they did a great job of enlisting other people to help around campus. And I know a lot of us in this room knew Nancy Perizzelli-Stefani. She was that ace in the pocket recruiter for everybody. She could meet with any recruit. I mean, she's landed a lot of big gifts in her profession. She landed a lot of big players too. I got a few that I helped coach, and I know Nancy was really instrumental. The late great Jim Duncan, who the track is named for, he sent me a letter. I was blessed to be recruited. He sent me a letter and truly convinced me that Harvard was but a minuscule university compared to Drake. And the way he sold the journalism, the way he told me that Drake would take care of me, and he was an iconic figure. Don Adams. There's just so many people, and absolutely Don Adams. So many people at Drake make Drake so special. And it always had the administrative support, and it continues to with Brian. And it's in such a unique state of affairs with college sports now. But one thing Drake will always have is this. And that was true, way back when Wanda and Lori played. And not so far back when I played. Notice I have the color photo. Mine's color. Just gonna throw that out there. But Drake is special because of this room. And I've said that when we've been at Iowa, and we have special people at Iowa too, but the people here is what make Drake really, really special.
So Lori, just going back on the Elite Eight, and are you surprised that the 50-point game still stands? And now I clarify, I thought I passed her the ball a lot in that game. And I went back and looked at the box score and I had 1 assist. So
Yeah, I guess every record is made to be broken. That's why they call it a record. And after 44 years, I didn't ever think that it would go this long. But it was just an honor of our whole basketball team and how we played. Nobody was really a star. We just had people around us that loved each other. I mean, we played well as a team.
Yeah, remember, I helped her get those 50 points. They got past her a while, like 49 times.
That's why I love Wanda. So, last question for you guys. What are you most proud of kind of the groundwork that we've laid for the teams to come and for the future? What are you most proud of what you did here at Drake University?
Most proud of the people that I encountered in my life. I'm most proud of all the love that's shown to me today. I'm most proud of that I graduated. I'm very fortunate that Bruce took that long drive to Cleveland in the projects. He wasn't actually recruiting me. He was recruiting another person, another player. But I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Being at Drake University has made me grow as a woman. Coming from the projects, working hard towards something, my purpose in life, working towards kids. Being at Drake University has taught me a lot. There's a lot of love in this room today, and I'm very, very, very grateful. I want to cry. My tears will be tears of joy. It's been a long time since I haven't been back here, and I'm a very, very, very humble person. But today I do feel like I'm somebody special. I know I'm a child of God. Pay homage and thank God for my mom, because if it wasn't for my mom, I would have never been on this earth, and she would have never created me to do the things that I do in my life right now. So I'm just grateful. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate Brian looking me up. He said he couldn't find me, but other people could find me. And I'm glad that you did. And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come back to the one place I love, the one place that I always have in my heart. I got a bunch of sisters that I will never forget in my life. That's always going to be a part of my life. It doesn't matter how far we are or how far we're apart. It's the things that we've done together and the bonds that we build. And I just want you to know that I love everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay, first and foremost, like I said before, I didn't even think I'd be going to college. okay? And when I got the opportunity, I had a couple hundred scholarship offers, but I'm a homebody, okay? My family, my mom and dad, was the most important part. I wanted to let my family enjoy what I was enjoying and come to the games and see us. But the camaraderie of everybody in this room, I mean, there's people that came up to me today, oh my gosh, you're here. Just to have that feeling, that we meant something to you guys, because Lord knows what you meant to us. Having our fans in the seats, watching us play every game. And there was times when we lost, and man, not to our fans. I mean, we were always considered a winner in their hearts. And that is something I will take with me the rest of my life. It's been 44 years, a long time. But we're all still here, we're all kicking back. And like Wanda said, bringing us back to this was just extraordinary to me. I mean, it made me feel blessed, humbled, and the things that I can share with my family, my kids that weren't around when I played, they get to see kind of where I was at and what I was doing, and that means the world to me. And Drake will always be 100 in my book. Thank you.
Well, I think most things have been said so beautifully. I think what I'm most proud of is when I look back on, we're all looking back right now in your life. I don't care what probably age you are. You're looking back to those formative years. And if you're blessed to go to college and you do it right, those years become some of the very best of your life. And I'm just so blessed with so many amazing connections I see in the room. Our steering committee women, I see Pat, Peggy, Diane, I don't know if I'm missing some, that era. My beautiful spouse, and I don't admit it often, but Julie Fitzpatrick is a better pure shooter in the house. But I got my last year got to coach, be coached by the GOAT, in my opinion, Lisa Bluter. But the type of person she was far outshined the great coach that she was. So all of that, but I think tonight what really strikes me is I've never been back, in a sense, this is home, right? I was a small town kid from Western Iowa that got recruited a lot, but I knew Drake was the place for me. But we have some of my teammates. I've never really seen too many of my teammates before. Then we have some of the kids that we recruited, and now I'm going to have the kids I got to stop tomorrow. The current Drake team. It's like, my gosh, can you throw any more emotion into this night? And also a couple that, Allison. Can we just give a hand to Allison? So, I think what I'm so proud about, and I know we'll hear from Jenny Branchek, Jenny Lillis, who was our player at Iowa, it just has such great people that we get to be associated with. And it just, from the beginning of time, when it started, I think that's where, that Drake name is always so strong and so true. And I think it's cool for the current Drake players, for you guys to know that it wasn't always so. It wasn't always the coolest, cool locker rooms. It wasn't always the championships. It wasn't always the fans. These people started with nobody. If you watch that, I really want you to watch that, the young players, that documentary on there, whatever, on the YouTube. I mean, the woman who designed the uniforms you're going to wear tomorrow, it isn't like what it is now, and now it seems weird. If you keep what's in this room when you guys play, that's the main thing, and I think we've all kept what's in this room. And for all there's not very many people that are in this room that were here way back when I played. But if those of you that were, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me grow up. And I'll thank you for not really killing me tomorrow when I'm on the other side. God bless, I love you all.
and staff for pulling this all together. It has been amazing.